Okay, you guys, getting back to 2020. It's December 2019, and I'm trying to make some changes, some positive changes for this little channel. I just recently made some intros. Took me a few hours, probably about 4 or 5 hours. I think I listed 2 hours in the video, but it took me longer than that. I just wasn't paying attention to time. I was actually having fun. Rather interesting downloading templates and adding your stuff. I'm using Corel software, Video Studio 2018, whatever it is, and it isn't that hard. Have more trouble with photography, but different story for a different day. With photo editing software, I'm very good with Lightroom. I'm starting Capture One, and I'm terrible at Photoshop. So at least I'm being honest. Either way, this little video is about the tools I use on a daily basis. This is a small percentage of the tools I use, especially past 2.5 decades, not to mention other mechanical experience. In my current location, I've been here only 5 years, and this is what I use in my current location for the most part. A lot of tools are site specific. You will notice that if you move around from site to site for whatever reasons. And I'm happy to see I'm kind of organizing my stuff. I used to kind of get on my wife. She used to put stuff in a box and put it in the refrigerator, and I always thought it'd take more room. But I'm doing that now with my car because I have a small vehicle, and I need to make things more neater so I can get in and out faster and work faster and not climb over everything just to get to a tool, or if I even find a tool. So this is what this video is about. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you put one up on your tools, what you use in your career. This is what I use, and I hope you find it interesting, and I will see you guys in the next one, right? Bye. I have to do some organization this weekend, and we got a real wreck. It's basically what it is. This is the norm for me, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't. 5-gallon bucket. There's a ladder yesterday. You're not supposed to. I gotta organize this mess. Underneath here, I got a nice piece of thick what's been an entrance mat. About 20 bucks at Target, and they had it at half price. Very thick, about 3/8 of an inch rubber thick. Nubs on one side, almost flat on the other side. If I lift that up, I have a cargo compartment. I don't know, maybe 6 inches tall, all the way across the whole entire base. So I have another car, and underneath that is actually my spare and my jack. This vehicle did not come with a spare and a jack. Came with one of those sealants that you fill up the tire with, that gooey stuff, that slime, whatever it is. And I threw that out immediately. Went on eBay, got a jack and a tire and a spare. So I'm good to go if I get a flat on the road. What else do I have to organize? These are the brand new ends I put on there. Both sides. It looks good in gray. I wanted a really nice dark blue, kind of fancy, like that rope up there, and they wanted a ton of money for it. Bought these on eBay for $6-7. Came from China. Look good, fit good. Here's the rest of my mess. And I gotta straighten all this out. I got tools I gotta put away, stuff like that. So this is the visual before. And we'll get to the after, what I did to straighten out this mess, what I brought to make things more comfortable for me, stuff like that, okay? Alright, you guys, it's going to be rather noisy and busy. The meeting is ending, but I want to do the video anyway. These are some of the tools I use. This is actually my toolbox, tool chest, my car, my little Kia Soul. And there's a lot going on here, so I'm going to do it little by little. We'll try to make the video not too long. We got a fuel brushless surge. Got a Gen 1 hammer, 12-volt, half-inch Jacobs chuck, the real deal. Definitely some work gloves. These are about 2 years I had these. It's still holding up. I'm definitely going to get the demolition winter ones. These are the $25 demolition ones. They make a lesser version That are not as durable as those. So if you're gonna get the real demolition ones, get the $25 ones. Okay. Always spare batteries. Lying around.
For the kid thing?
What's going on? No, I'm making a YouTube video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're kind of involved in it already because you open up your mouth. So if you hear yourself in the video, there you go. All right. You guys already know about my YouTube. My soy sauce gives me everything I use is fuel, except my Dremel tools, not fuel. I gotta make a video on these because I got a new one that came in. These are better than expected. I'm not kidding. Got extension cord in here. Never know for emergencies. Got this unique pickup stick you guys gotta see. It's basically a very unique pickup stick. And we get stuff out of traps with this. Somebody drops their jewelry in there. We want to get it out. We don't take the plumbing apart. Very good deal. So I'm just trying to show you what's in the car right now that you can see. I'm going to take some of the stuff, some drill bits. I got another box of this. I got to show you. And then always a knick-knack box so things don't float around. This is the cleanest this truck has been in a long time. I'm going to take this box in, this bucket in, and I'm going to have to move the camera. So give me a second while I pause the video. Okay, I'm going to bring these buckets inside so I can describe to you what I use on a daily basis. I didn't show you this basin wrench here. This is made by Tecton. This is a big deal. Being half the price of rigid and working as good, highly recommend it. Hands down, been using it a couple years and no issues with this thing at all. It still looks new, works new, so on and so forth. I still love rigid, but if you can get something American company, half the price, sometimes you can save yourself some money. So that's the idea behind this thing. Definitely a pair of snips. They make all kinds. Some they cut right hand, left hand. Don't waste your time. Get one of these. You're good to go. These seem to cut the best. Again, made by Tecton. Very inexpensive. Work extremely well. Bit heavy, bit bulky, but who cares? I'm gonna pause the video as I take a lot of this stuff inside and break it down to you inside because this is what you guys deserve. You deserve to see what I use on a daily basis, okay? So give me a couple minutes while I pause the video. Okay, you guys, there's a few items I forgot, so I apologize. Definitely honorable mention to these cut level 3 double dip gloves. Outstanding so far. I'm thoroughly impressed for the price. I know you can get a better set for the money as long as you get used to the fit. They might be tight at first. They were really tight on me at first, but they're great now, okay? Definitely some kind of protective eyewear. People forget stuff like this. Half-inch pry bar, not 3/8. 3/8 you'll snap something here. Need a half-inch. Maybe you put a reduce on it to go to 3/8, but definitely don't waste your money at 3/8. Get a half-inch, okay, for the leverage and the strength. If you need a pry bar, you need a half-inch, not 3/8. I think a lot of mechanics will tell you that. I'm not a car mechanic. I'm just a regular Joe, glorified handyman. Okay, I forgot to mention this car has, and my framing hammer. This is over 20 years old. Has a waffle in the front, magnetic tip on the top, and it has this shin guard over here. Really, really nice. I think it's made by Husky from Home Depot. 20 years old, and you can't even find something this good. They even anchor the shit inside the head and with a bolt here, so it ain't going nowhere. I could do something with the waffle. It's been beat up for a long time. I've never fixed it. I don't do any real stick framing, but I'm glad I have it, and I can't kill it. To put it politely, I cannot kill this hammer. Right? I forgot that there's a compartment down here, and this is part of my storage. Okay, so I'm gonna lift it up here, and then I'm gonna move the camera and show you what other goodies I got down here. So give me a second while I pause the video. Okay, in the other section here, I have my wrenches, ratchets, 3/8 mostly, and I do have a new 1/4-inch set, a brand new drill set. It's not a complete set like the other one, but it's complete enough. This is, I haven't used it yet. The other set lasts me forever, so it's a nice set for 20 bucks. Got it at Home Depot. I had it on sale, I guess, along the Good Friday thing. This is a Tecton impact metric, I think 8 to about 19 without skipping the size. Very nice. 2 Tectons, 72-inch jaw. some of my videos are up on all this stuff already. Bunch of wrenches, lovely, doesn't skip a size. This one is new. This is deep socket. Guess I got the 15 somewhere. There's the 15 right there. I bought a stubby, little Tecton stubby, and I have something else to show you, a brand new thing from Tecton. I want to show you two different things, or at least one different thing. See what you guys think. And this is an old set. Hoping I get all this in there. A spark plug set. Really, really nice. Happy to own this forever, and bought it for my F-150 because it was recommended because of the angles getting in and out of there. 99, a long time ago. I'm gonna take these inside these bags so I organize my tools a little bit better. I bought these tools for that, and I'm gonna give you a general description on these two. Okay, you guys would like that. The rest of the stuff in there is gloves, tape, stuff I don't use all the time. My Gen 1, which I can't kill yet, is still good to go. Okay, jeez, that thing's forever. I did put up a glove video. You guys might want to take a look at that. But it's nice to have a second compartment in the bottom so I can always organize my stuff. I used to have a bucket like a Rubbermaid with a lid on top and the back of my Ford Edge 2008. And then the container I'm going to show you, and that was it. But here's a little bit different storage. Let's pause the video, get inside, and break everything down, okay? Okay, you guys, I gotta splice all these videos together. I have a new SD card in here. I'm trying something out differently. US 1 instead of US 2, which may be a little slower, but hopefully I don't get any corrupt files. This is what I had originally. Plain old like this, small one. Beat the crap out of it. I broke the bracket that goes here in front. It kind of just fell off after a while. I don't know, a couple of years, I guess. $10 or under $15 Husky, 10-inch square box, worked pretty good. I had Rubbermaid, maybe 15 by 24 by 15 bucket container. I used to put tools in and try to keep it semi-organized. That helped out a lot. So I'm going from that setup to the setup I have now because I don't have the Ford Edge anymore. I have a Kia Soul, which has a cabin container, or compartments, that's the right word, underneath. And then you have the level, top tier, okay? I have to organize a lot of different things, this being one of them. A bunch of sockets, I don't know, almost 40 pounds in there. This was a laptop bag. The zipper's zipped now because the bottom broke, so I'm using the zipper. So that'll be changing that up. And this bag you're looking at here is 20 years old, so it is not a joke. This bag you're looking at here. What do I have inside? I have a bunch of metric and SAE open end wrenches, and they've been there for a long time. I use this bag for other things, but I've been using it for at least a decade for those, and I can't poke a hole in it. I got a bunch of left up areas, front and back, no holes in the bottom. The zipper still works like new. It's a YKK, a really good one because I can't break it. So with that in mind, my next two storage is going to be these guys here. This is the bucket. It won't be yellow for long. I promise you. Probably a lot of small items I'll carry in here, and it'll be able to stand up and not take a lot of space. Like this one here. This one is going to take a lot of space. And this might be where I put the long screwdriver, the hammer. I showed you the framing hammer. I have an 18-inch screwdriver. This is 17 inches, so it'll go at a slight angle. The half-inch pry bar won't fit in here, but I might put items in here to keep things organized so I can find them quicker. And if I don't use them, the crescent wrenches, 12-inch crescent wrenches, things like that, I'll probably be putting in here. $17 on the big one. Maybe $12 on this one. Really, really good bags. as that one pretty much stays the case. No other questions on that one, okay? So organizing your stuff in the car came from my wife. She's basically calls my vehicle really bad, really trashed. I'm gonna drop the ISO on here if I can a little bit. There we go. That'll work like that. I'm happy with that. So you can see some of the features. Contrast a little bit better. I'm really very happy with these bags. My sockets and stuff will probably go in here. I think I bought that sockets to go in here. It's about the right size. All those sockets, the old ones I used to use before I got some of the new ones I got now that I was showing you previously. And I also got another set I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to try not to drag on the video too long, but these ideas might help you organize your stuff. Another plain old box, but a lot bigger than the previous one. Excuse me. And this one is probably close to twice the size as the old one. Okay, not quite, but it seems that way. I like that this had a compartment here on this side, so you can put small things on there. But I wanted more space. I wanted more material. I find myself filling this thing up too much. So, and what I intend to do is basically take my tool box bag or chest, whatever you want to call it, and put it on top of here. So I'm building things up vertically in the car because that's a lot where I have the most space. I don't have a wide open space or wider space like I did on the 2008 Ford Edge. Okay, let's keep it moving along. We got two buckets here to look at. That one's a little heavy, the big one. Got stuff inside. This is stuff I use on a daily basis, and I want you guys to see it. Readers. My age, a good idea. I have a set of readers on right now. Two Nippics I had for a while. If you notice something odd about these, they don't have any rust on them. Well, maybe a little tiny bit. Not beat the crap out of them. We're talking about water, alkaline, acid, and something about the material hardness on here is correct what they state. Not too brittle and definitely not too soft. Very happy with these, with the lightweight and what I get done and leverage on these. I'm impressed. Hands down. Describe the video put up about lights. This one is a bit expensive, but does the job wherever I need it, especially if you have some kind of magnetic base. Put on the refrigerator, a rain shield cover, and then shine. If you're working on a kitchen light or something like that, you're working in the furnaces. Best one I found so far. Proper amount of luminance, 500. Flood and spot. Then the bottom one is the flood, and the top one is the spot, even though it looks vice versa. Okay, I have a video on this, just flashlights alone. Definitely a Klein. Screwdriver, not sure how many, 10 in 1 or something like that, similar to that. Inspection mirror, important. Prefer the larger square one where you can see more, but this gets in tighter spaces. I don't have two, I only have one for now. I haven't broke it yet, so I keep it. Electrical tape, I tend to use different colors. People know who was in and out of there. When I first came, everybody was using black, and I started using blue. And another guy I work with started using yellow. So we knew who was there last. So that's the idea behind that. I'm not always color coding. Old school breaker. Cutler hammer. I use this for HVAC 5/8 and 1/4 inch. Trying to take those doors off sometimes. We have these big steel doors in front and things are really, really tight. I can't reach a certain one in the corner. So this tool gets it done. Tecton. Klein. One of my favorite channel locks. Channel lock style wrenches. A little bit of play on this little one, more so than I would like. I had 10 inches that were really good. They could open up large 1.5 inch nuts on the plumbing underneath the sink, where the other ones might not have. So, and I like the handles that are thicker than the other ones. So I like these a lot. Irwins are good. Kleins are good. Channel locks are good. Knipex is my favorite. Hands down. Okay. After all the years. A little bit of mega tape, flame sensor, pen, and usually keep a cable around to make a jumper quick and dirty if I need one. Next bucket. 18-inch screwdriver. I hope I don't make this video too long. I apologize ahead of time. Very necessary. You don't have a pry bar, you don't use one, definitely come in handy having one of these. The only Milwaukee power tool I have, actually I do have a right angle drill that's not fuel, that's not a brushless motor. This isn't either. I haven't burnt this one out yet, almost a year. I hope a year today I don't burn it out. 20 years, can't kill it. Strand, all solid. Okay. Tape, Sawzall blades, dual force Knipex. This thing is set to be able to cut spring steel, and I still can't see. If I go look for it, I still can't see through it. Different color electrical tape. Sometimes I mark my tools. Made a video on that. People are liking that. Now finally, a scratch awl comes in handy. People call this different names. I call it a scratch awl. My mom used to carry one of these around with a wooden handle for protection. Some people might call this BS, this little $3 hammer from Harbor Freight, but you know what, it works good. Quick and dirty. Something small I gotta carry. Definitely a pipe wrench from Rigid. I cannot kill this to save my life. This is gonna last me the rest of my life. What else in there that you really need to see? A Klein GFCI tester, also outlet tester. I killed mine after so many years. I killed these every few years. You can't read the writing on them anymore, and I had to get a new one. Use this for mainly one thing and one thing only. Those multi-purpose. I have a quick connect, a supply line goes to somewhere and I can't shut off the water. I got an emergency. This will shut it off in a few seconds. Okay, old plumber's trick. Okay. Now we go to possibly the main event. This is my new bag. Klein tools. I believe this is a 9-inch. Might be 9 inches wide, 15 inches deep. And that would probably be from the outside to the outside. And the inside might be 14.5, something like that. You guys get a better view of what's inside. Okay. This is a metal detector. When I was trying to do metal detecting here, pointer works really good, highly rated, $100, and I never sold it because I might need it. Extension in case I have to put, I need something longer, or I'm using a straight instead of regular. This I don't use almost never. Strainer basket holder, you got to tighten something down. It's there. It's in the bucket. Lyman pliers, Knipex. I made a video on the Knipex tools I use. You might want to see that. A metal picker-upper from No Cry. They make great gloves for people that cook. Stuff like that, okay? This brush is for the car. I got to brush out the vents or something. I'm trying to look like I know what I'm doing. BK Precision 2709B. Okay, works great. My continuity, AC/DC, actually can test capacitors on HVAC system. Most of them don't do that. $90, very happy with it. Somebody stole my Milwaukee when I was working here, but so I got this one, and I've had this for years, probably about 4 years. I'm extremely happy with this, hands down. Need some alligator clips. Here I can put on the end, and I think I fried a piece here, maybe. Who knows? Working live is not always the easiest thing, not the smartest way to go. Joint compound. Okay. Use my Dremel tool. I got to get more of these. This is a real seat tool. This is a plumber's socket. People call this seat tool sometimes the plumber's socket. The one in my palm is the real seat tool. Okay, this one actually works on Price Vista. I got to modify it a little bit because I have to take off the packing nut before I put the stem in. So I don't like that. So I'm going to modify it enough so I don't have to do that. So a couple of Weha. These are set to get oil over them and still work. Have full tang, metal edges in case you got to hit something. Sometimes hitting something you can actually loosen it up This one actually has a squared off edge here, so you have to put a channel lock or something on there to get a little more force. Can help you. Okay. A lighter for HVAC units, sometimes hot water tanks mostly. I'm sorry, mostly I use this for hot water tanks. Pilot won't light. Igniter's not working. Thermocouple is still fine. The item that tells the gas valve that there is a flame, but the pilot won't light, so I'll have to break a little glass sometimes on some of the older units, and I have to light it with this. Forget what you call this. Test temperature. Has a name for it. It says thermometer, IR thermometer. Maybe that's what it is. IR infrared. Okay, it's got a distance scale on there. Old as crap. Still works. Not 100% all the time. Just a little wrench. Handle puller. Only one of these. If you're working on forces and if you're working in an older building, those handles don't want to come off. Sometimes you got to break them off. This can actually get them off most of the time. There's nothing 100% that'll get every handle off all the time. Sometimes we have to actually break them off. So hopefully we have a replacement handle. The company gave me this for Christmas. I guess you can see the name of the company there, so they get a little bit of free advertisement. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's a multi-tool. I really don't use these very much. Can't say I have a lot of faith in them, but that's my inexperience. Some people really like these, okay? This is a tool. I had this forever. Probably about 30 years. It gets in tight spaces. I used to use these on door checks on top where they're spring loaded. They might have oil in there. I can't get any tool in there to adjust it. This tool always gets in there. Certain Klein stripper. I've had good luck with this. Once I get it adjusted, takes a little more time to adjust than the Klein stripper. But once you get it adjusted, if you're doing production work, this is the way to go. Second mirror, yes, this is probably came from Harbor Freight. I didn't know I had this one when I bought the other one. Metric and SAE. This is SAE. Okay, important. I talk about this a lot. This is the older school I know, and the way to go if you have to. Can save you. On threads, you got to work on leaks and stuff like that. Easy out. Somebody said he knew I was from New York when I called this easy out. When I meant easy out, it was 1.5 inch easy out. That size piping we had to get in there. Couldn't get the pipe out of the fitting in the wall. Something like this, 1.5 inch will get it out. This is a smaller one, about 1/2 inch going to 3/4 inch. Always some kind of picks is a good idea. O-rings, working on forces, stuff like that. So some kind of multi right there. That's the number 3. That Klein right there. Installation tool. Don't use it a lot. It works in a bind. It is 1000 volt and 1500 DC volt rated. So 1000 AC, 1500 DC volt rated. So it's nice to have that. Okay. I'm trying not to make the video too long. Just another extension. I think that's 3/8 on there. Okay. Just to see what I use. Definitely masonry. I got to anchor something to a building, and I'm going through the mortar, not through the brick. I can go through brick without cracking it, but it takes a lot longer, and the mortar seems to work more efficiently with the plastic anchors. Less chance you're going to crack something. Even when you put a screw in there, you tighten up, you can take a chance of cracking that brick. It's better go through the mortar. Okay, another pick. 2 more bits. You see I got the tape on this, so I knew I didn't want to go too far on certain jobs. Another pick. Definitely a tiny screwdriver for working on HVAC systems, thermostats, small wiring, paper towel holders, toothbrush, soap dish, towel bars. Sometimes they have a tiny little screw you have to go underneath to tighten it, and this guy's a lifesaver. This is a dedicated screwdriver. It's not one of those kits where you have multi-tool bits and you put in there. Get one of these, okay? I think this is an early one. I think I got this from Lowe's. Very good. Have not really broke it, maybe modified it a little bit, but I'm very happy with steel on this. Works very good. 1-inch chisel, scissor, backup light, 700 lumens. I think I got this for $40, and it's a backup battery for my other flashlight I showed you. We're almost done. Sorry about this. Definitely a detector. Detects magnetic fields. They give out when the electricity is live. Very nice. I prefer the multimeter, but sometimes I run into something where the wires are all the same color. They were painted over, and I can't tell which is the hot one, or vice versa. They was burnt, and I can't tell which is the hot neutral, and I'm trying to do some work. This is a lifesaver. It's contact, but it doesn't, no metal to metal. Okay, so, very nice. Excuse me, that name upside down. See if we can find the model number. There it is, NCVT1. Okay. This is the old days called Black Beauty, high carbon steel. I actually bend the square on this, on some seats getting out. I used to work on seats left and right. I don't anymore. I have to show you a tool before we end this video because it's very important since I'm already here. I'll go to that in a second. This is an Olight, $50 Olight. I use this my nightstand with my other toy. Just happen to have it here for now. I think that's it, and a carabiner. On this side I can put some tape or electrical tape or mega tape or whatever I'm doing here. And that last tool I want to show you before I end the video. This isn't a tool I use on every day, but since I showed you that high carbon steel, I bought this probably about 22 years ago in Brooklyn from a plumbing supply. I didn't know anything about them. I wasn't actually working there. I just said, can I get the most advanced one you got? And the guy, when he bought it and he gave it to me, he says, this is more advanced than the one they got. And I still have it years later. Okay, there's plenty of tools that we use, power tools, drum snakes, tractors, snow blowers, circular saws, sawzalls that I can't show you here. These are my basic hand tools I use every day. So I can't show you all that stuff. The video would take forever and I don't want to make it too long. If you guys have any questions, you want to put up a video on your channel about your setup, that would be the way to go. This is what I use. And I have to say, a lot of tools you see here are site specific. That means if you work in a high-rise, or you work in garden style, or you work commercial, or you work dual commercial and apartments, your tools might be different. If you're an electrician, you're a plumber, you're a handyman like me, things will be different. I'm in love with this bag. I mean, this is a life. This is a lifer. This is not one of those bags that you buy that you're going to grow out of. I like the compact size. I like the opening here. I like the pockets. I like the organization I'm doing. And before I go, I have to show you two more surprises. Since you guys are already here and you stayed to the end of the video. See what I got here to open this up real quick. I'll try to make it quick so I don't take too much of your time. I know you guys are busy and I don't want to waste too much of your time, so I will be making a video on these because these are that good. This is the 8-inch wide mouth. They make a traditional 8-inch, and I do have to make a video on this once I use it a little bit. I've been using the other ones for a year and almost 10 months, and honestly, I'm flabbergasted how good they are. Milwaukee blew it out of the park with these. Sometimes I hate Milwaukee. They're that good. I can't find a reason to criticize them. Once in a while, I might. I mean, other people can. Maybe not the entire line. Nobody's entire line is perfect. But some of the lines are amazingly good. This is one of them. Okay, last one. Before we go, wife is calling me. I made sure I put that phone on on vibrate so I don't get too many interruptions. But you guys might like this one also. This is the 1/4-inch setup. Not much on the box there. Guessing you guys can read that. Okay, this does have a number there. Not the easiest thing to open. And I'm getting hungry, so I'm glad the video will be ending very soon. At least I can give you a visual on it. My new favorite tool company is definitely Tecton. If you're using it for automotive or small power equipment like we have, tractor, snow blower. We also have a work truck. I have my own personal vehicle, which uses mostly metric. This is quarter drive. I don't think I have the need for half drive. So lift is on the bottom, so this should be the top then. And you guys are getting a visual on this piece of cardboard there for packing. I just opened it. I haven't even touched it yet. I'm hoping you guys get an adequate video on this. We got 532s and 916s, deep and shallow. And we got similar 4 to 14. People say 14 is not enough. I think I showed you guys my deep and my shallow sockets that went to 19, which is a decent beginner setup. Didn't pay a lot for this. I think $50 something maybe, $52, $55. Very nice set to have. This one I believe is 90 teeth, not 72. And I'm gonna tell you straight out, the quality on this is as good as any Craftsman setup you might have, if not better. I think these are made in Taiwan, and I'm sure Craftsman stuff was not made entirely here in the USA. If I'm wrong, please correct me. So I apologize. I don't want to bash Craftsman. I know they've been brought out by, I think, Lowe's. And I see a lot of interesting Craftsman stuff, so I have to give them a nod, a heads up that a lot of stuff is very interesting that's coming out of Lowe's right now from Craftsman, and the price is actually very good. But not to put this company down, this is one of the best companies I've seen for the money. For the money, I don't think you're going to get a better bang for your buck. There are other companies out there that are similar, but this is the best I've seen so far. And I'm very happy. I mean, I would have liked to got the impact duty, but it's really not necessary with quarter drive. Okay? I want to wish everyone a very happy Merry Christmas 2019. As I'm progressing with my YouTube channel, I'm definitely monetized like I was prior to the large tax break. So I'm happy about that. I'm meeting YouTube standards, and a lot of that is thanks to you guys, and this is part of these videos are for. I apologize about the length of this video. I think some of you guys will find it very interesting, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. And thank you very much personally for the YouTube followers and all the likes and stuff like that. And I am monetized. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.